Well, I had a bus trip. My insurance pays for free transportation, but I'll be honest with you, I do not get along a lot of times with people with that have a job here. Bus driver, I know you want to eat his Kentucky Fried Chicken, but like, there's nobody goes that last route. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, can I ride? Yeah, you're not gonna bother me. And then like these bus drivers get in the middle of conversation, and hell yeah, they real paranoid. Hell yeah, I was talking about you, talking about the bus company, but they take everything personal. And then it's like a police state at the bus terminal. They got like fucking 10 policemen just sitting around, fucking wasting people's taxpayers. And it's because the fucking bus drivers got a really nasty fucking mouth. You don't have to curse. I mean, you don't have to say motherfucker or something to be trying to curse somebody out. And I guess I guess you know what I'm saying. I'm a little bit more articulate than they are. I notice. You know, it's like this one guy that was on the bus. I'm like, that bitch is just fucking lie. You know what I'm saying? It's one, cause like he turned. I'm like, are you going downtown? Cause like, you know what I'm saying? Cause like I don't trust these people because I noticed he was trying to make a joke like on the bus. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm already like, I hate that stink attitude of people that got whooped. You know, they always, and I guess it's so common here. But anyway, so I ended up with a doctor, ear, nose, eye, throat doctor. And I know they thought I was crazy when I left, but it was almost 5. The last bus comes. It took me 2 hours to get there, and the last bus is at 7 here. I'm like, fuck that. I'm like, I didn't tell her all that. I just like, I don't want to stay. And you send me whatever that is you're gonna send me. But because they were like, we don't know if your insurance can pay for it. So that's really code for like, ain't shit wrong with you. But the side infection, it was over. I went to the emergency over it. And the lady goes, "Don't take no sinus medicine." I'm like, "I know I can't because of my blood pressure, and plus, for what I got, it don't work." If I take medicine, the sinus medicine, it'll really make me can't breathe. It'll really clog me up. And I had taken one sinus pill because I had taken two, and I'm like, "You're right," because like then what I did, like before it happened, I took 2 sinus pills, and it wasn't that, and I suffered. I suffered, and but I end up like pretty much like passing out. That's what happened to me last night. By the time I got home, he'd been around this hospital. They're so close together in the waiting room. They got everybody crammed up in the waiting room. Here comes the doctor, put his mask up, and he looks in your nose. And like he was there, I noticed. And I go, "What about my ears?" He goes, "Well, you didn't say nothing about your ears." And I'm like, when my nose get clogged up, it gets in my ears too. Then he started explaining it to me, and I'm listening, and then like that's another thing I noticed. If you really listen to somebody, they so used to people cutting them off for new information. He looks at me. He goes, "Do you know?" I'm like, "Yeah, I know. I do know." And he's waiting for me to cut him off, like like explain to the doctor what he know. I'm waiting. I like information. I don't get information here because, oh, like I could take free transportation, but the last time they just it's just like that guy on the bus called me a white nigger. Really, they just racist. And you know, one thing about racist people is like people, like oh my god, it's like this guy asked the bus driver, and I know these bus drivers they got a funky attitude. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But first of all, like just the way they approach people, with a real stink attitude. Like this one guy, he got on the bus, and I guess this one female, she was sort of crazy talking to everybody. Like she's cute, but you could tell that even though she was young, men attitude more women, but to these. you know, to be sort of like, um, being. It's not like you're not a victim no more. That's what you wanted. You've been told that that's what you wanted, you know. But anyway, so oh God, it was a long trip. It's really very confusing for me. But because like there was some nights like anyway at the terminal where they have everybody stop at, I guess it's the Houston, they call it, it's only, they got Houston and Airways, and like I didn't even know they had a name for that, for the place. Yeah, they don't have it, printed up anywhere, but anyway, it has a name. And they got about 10 police cars sitting there, and like they're and the people that were there, they're like the camera there, it goes right to the police station. And I'm thinking to myself, if the bus drivers didn't intimidate a motherfucker, but anyway, this guy was getting on the bus, he was asking to just go to Airway, and the bus driver told him, "Well, go in the terminal and ask him." Which, you go in the terminal, this guy's leaving in 2 minutes. And it's like you don't know where you're going. And so this other girl, she's telling him that's in the bus, where to go with. I guess because he told him to get off the bus and go ask him in the terminal. This, see, that's like people that whoop their kids or something. You know what I'm saying? Like with me, like if somebody asks me to do something, I do it so fast it really pisses them off. Like if it to me, like if it ain't nothing, like could you pass me that here before it gets out their mouth here? You know what I'm saying? Or like if I ask somebody they got whooped, could you pass that? They're gonna look at you, give you this, like, cause like they waiting for, when they're programmed, like they're gonna hit me anyway. You know what I'm saying? They're programmed to, at, ugh. The way the parents treat their kids is the way the kids, we respond to people. It's, you know, it's a fucking cycle. But anyway, and then like, so next thing you know, they got the guard coming up there, and like, and they're like, and he's like, well, why are you telling me to get off the bus when the bus driver takes off? Because you gotta wait for the, and that's what a bus driver told me this morning. If you don't like it, you're gonna wait for the next fucking bus. I was like, so I'm like, when I got on the bus, I'm like, we're not having no problems, right? And he didn't say another fucking word to me. Because I think right away, I'm like, I put on like, oh, my mother attitude that you like, or you looking for, that attitude, like, I will beat the fuck out of you. And I'm like, we ain't gonna have no problems, right? Click, hit that trigger. You gotta scope them out and get that, so traumatized. Traumatized, so terrorized. I mean, it's a police thing. So anyway, they kicked the guy off, and then the next thing, the guard's like, the guard was like, well, you cursed. I'm like, excuse me, sir. If the white man can recognize, the Second Amendment and carry guns around here, I think a black man should be able to recognize his First Amendment and then be able to exercise his right to free speech. That man looked at me and he said something. I'm like, I don't care what you're saying. I don't care. I don't care about that. I don't care about your fucking problems. Get the fuck out of here. Go home and whoop your kids. Next thing I know, he told the other guy, because like I noticed that they'll get like to them they're just having an argument. To me, I'm pretty much telling you like get the fuck off. But they don't use words. They use their hand. So as soon as he started saying some bullshit, I'm like, I don't care about that. I only care about my First Amendment. That's the only thing I'm talking about is the First Amendment. All that other stuff, I don't care. I don't care to hear that. Anyway, actually, I had, it was interesting seeing different people. But I ain't going back to that fucking doctor's office. I'll figure out something. I do need to see. I'll see if they write me a letter back. But I'm thinking it's all in Germantown. And Germantown's like supposed to be the good white area. And they got the higher dollar houses, but Memphis is the same all the way fucking around. Problem. Racist and ignorant. So it don't really matter. they're not really a higher class, and that's the problem. It's like it I don't know. And then I came home. I made pizza. Next thing I know, it's morning. It's always amazes me how I had to put everything up. I had made me a fruit salad. I had some old plums and I had some strawberries. I just cut up, put them in a bowl. Didn't add anything to it. I was eating that while I was waiting for my pizza. I was starving. I did this whole big pizza. I put extra cheese, some spinach on it with extra cheese on that, some onions, and diced up some tomatoes on top of pepperoni pizza. Put it in there. I had one slice, and then like I started feeling sleepy, so I guess I went and wrapped up the pizza after it cooled off. After I only ate one slice, and then I put everything up after I realized I wasn't gonna eat no more, and fell right to sleep. So that was that. And then I woke up this morning to listen to Trump. He gonna I don't know what he's gonna do, but they want to destroy. He want to have an argument with NBC. We got people in California that are dying from the wildfires. We got people in islands out in the Atlantic. It's not just Puerto Rico. It's not the only island out there, you know. But anyway, we got people out in the islands that are dying now we because we have a president as the secretary said, is a moron. And I already did a video where I said he had an IQ 100. He wish he had an IQ 100. Where I said he had an IQ of 50. And that it so if you got an IQ of 50, right next to that says moron. Like they'll have a listings like each level. You just want to be. Everybody should be like above 100. And most people here in Memphis is below 100. I'd say something about like they all IQ 50. Somebody correct me. No, 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 no. You mean they got not 50? They in their 90s. I'm like, it's not so bad. It's sort of like Forrest Gump level, except for Forrest Gump is a good example of the school system like really retarding his growth mentally, and you could do that. Um, there's some study, but I digress. But a president, I just can't believe that he's worried about NBC. He's starting stuff in North Korea. All I gotta say is, um, Trump and the Republicans are looking real shitty to the rest of the fucking world. With him going off with the football. Who the fuck cares about somebody that's exercising their constitutional rights? I mean, who cares? Let them do that. If you don't like the messages, you don't shoot the messenger. You don't. You take toilet paper, you get it wet. You take your paper towel. You take about this much, wet it, stick it in your goddamn ear, let it dry. Anyway, so I mean, he's not. I mean, I don't know what he's doing, and this is not my first time, seeing a president. I've been through a few presidents since I got here, and he and the Republicans. Well, I gotta admit, my senator, but he's retired. From Tennessee. The one that says he's gonna start World War III. I should have went around all those people. It got cold. My son's acting up. Drink some hot ginger, green tea, ginger, lime. No ginger in that. But anyway, so he's not doing anything. I don't know what he's doing, but I'm here to tell you, you the same way you ain't gonna take these white people's that's the only thing worried about is the Second Amendment. Try to fucking take away the First Amendment, and we're gonna exercise the 25th Amendment and get you out of office for being crazy. You know what I'm saying? For colluding with the enemy, with Russia. You can't say anything because there's enough goddamn crumbs you done left. I'm glad they put that one guy from Hollywood. I wake up in the morning, I can't remember anything. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I should have been around those sick people in there. I knew as soon as that doctor put that mask on, that little waiting room was too fucking small and too cramped. Anyway, I did change my clothes. But I put this shirt. There's one of the matches, but I put this one on last night because I was not going to sleep. I don't know what time. Cause it's like 7. No, like 7. I was doing pizza. 8 o'clock, I fell asleep. By the time I got home, it was like I walked. I could have took 2 more buses, but like if I would have waited for the last bus, I would have never gotten in my neighborhood. You know, those other buses run to 11 in the other area, but in this area they start running at 7. You know, this area is dangerous. Yeah, if you like bus driving, you talk crazy when you out of that bus. You know what I'm saying, they calling security and all this. I was like, this is a fucking police state. You can't go anywhere without police want to be up your ass. And then like and this George, that's the only place where they got those. In my neighborhood, you don't have a seat to bus stop. So in that neighborhood, he goes, well, you better step out because the bus drivers will drive right by. And like when that bus driver was driving, I'm on the side. I could see there was a person in that seat. They got a real fucked up attitude because as homeless people. Well, if you homeless people sleeping there, you want to get rid of homeless people, you need to change our laws because you just arresting people over bullshit. You got a bunch of crackhead motherfuckers that they don't want to listen to. Because I know one thing, I ain't gonna say nothing, but that bitch up there that was calling the police on me. Police was fucking playing games. They didn't recognize the bitch as a lie. As soon as I was talking to somebody, they're like, bitch is a lie. I'm talking to a doctor, the bitch is a lie. She lied on you. Like, first word out of his mouth, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Well, anyway, um, like, because I told the policeman, I'm like, and they all, like, the only thing they're thinking about is, oh, you're going to be violent. Oh, you're going to do this. And they get all excited. They get excited like a man getting ready to have sex. They get all excited. I'm like, yeah, well, I got something for her. And they're like, I'm like, child protector don't play. They ain't playing like you motherfuckers. They're not playing. Because, like, I don't even understand how those policemen could be that motherfucking ignorant and see there is a fucking problem. I don't care if I'm supposed to be crazy and nobody like you in the neighborhood. I'm like, bitch, please. Some people don't like me only spend 2 seconds not to meet me. The other ones that spent the 2 seconds to meet me love me. You need to have somebody around here. I mean, that bitch, she a third generation crack baby. Cocaine didn't just show up. I got news for you. I know some of these. They ain't a lie, man. The rest in peace. But the crack, heroin, and cocaine ain't nothing new. That's how they fucked up China. Anyway, so fucking moron for a president. We got disasters going all over the place, and Memphis is like a crazy police state. Anyway, the dude snuck back by because like I told the other guard, I'm like, why is that guard still talking? And I said it loud enough. I'm like, why don't he just go home with that attitude and whoop his kids like he normally do? And see, all these people is about whooping their kids. So like sometimes I was like, why don't you just go home with your kid? I sure will. I'm like, please do. You know, take that shit out on your kids like you normally do. Don't be bringing that shit over here. They be confused. I'm like, don't be giving me that fucking attitude. Take that attitude like you normally do. Because I don't know what that guard was so fucking pissed off for. You know, you want to get pissed off at something? Oh, that's another thing. He's gonna say, "Oh, when you over here, this mine, this mine, and y'all don't got no constitutional rights." I'm like, and you're right. That's what's wrong with you Negroes. But I was just walking by and say it in their ear and kept walking like a coward on by. And then when like the shit got smushed, I come back around and just stood around over. It's just one spot where you could smoke at, and I'm like, forget about it. Fucking police, they they so paranoid something gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you exactly what's gonna happen. They got the policemen trained already that they ain't gonna have a problem taking out some of their own people. You know, I've seen it like in South Africa. You know, the white man ruling them, and they got the niggas going down there, going up in their neighborhood, beating on their own people, shooting on people. Why the white man's like, look at those stupid niggas. Why they fighting? We stealing their money. We're stealing their money. I mean, I grew up in Hell's Kitchen. I ain't met a motherfucker, white motherfucker that wouldn't get down on their knees and suck a dick for $3. So yeah, you can imagine what they'll do for 10. Now let me stop. But these days, you put proportion right. $3 would be 20. You can no longer get a Coke for. Oh well. I'm not very good at doing straightening my hair. Just forget about it. Oh, I love the body. Anyway, let me get off of here. 22 seconds. I just woke up. And all I did was make me some tea. I'm starving to death. I don't know. I left. Like, they did my hearing. My hearing is perfect. Good, because I thought I would lose my hearing. Because there's people that walk around, they go, oh, like on the bus, I was like, is that guy weird? Or like, they just fell all laughing. Like, and he was another security guard at another place. And I don't know, just as a goof, you know, because I was talking shit about him with this other girl, and she was giggling. And then he looked up and he saw us talking that we was talking about him, and I was like, damn, I don't want to, get, I don't want to be rude. So I told him, oh, you got a cute dimple. Well, look at that one cute dimple. This lady across away from him, because like that did it for her. And he goes, do I? And she goes, don't you look at your face or something? Don't you know what's on your face? She went off on him. Yeah. Don't you know what's on your face? And then like I'm really losing it. Then I'm really laughing. Let me go. I gotta good. I get around now. My sinus is acting up. It was good for a while. Then the house goes down the doctor's office. Oh, vey. 23 minutes. Let me go. I gotta make me something to eat. One thing I got ham. But like the ham, you make the thin slice for the sandwiches, but I'm still having ham and eggs, and I think some potatoes. I'm starving. Maybe I think I'll make me a bowl of grits first. No, I still got that fruit to get up. I wonder what grits would taste with plums. Oh, anyway, I'm gonna go eat. I'm starving, guys. And just remember that my whole point really today is that we have a president that we need to impeach because he didn't say shit about the fires. He's not doing shit. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, your stateside, it's a lot easier for you to do stuff. Like it's like when I was in New Orleans and I was in that Katrina, and I was the 6 nights and 6 days before they finally got us out. We couldn't do anything because we was literally surrounded by some nasty looking water. We had a chemical plant just smoking. We got all this toxic shit, and you just literally couldn't go anywhere. I'm 5'3". That water was like 7 feet high. Get the fuck out of here. It was almost thick enough to walk on top. Almost. I mean, it is oil. It's America is one nasty, nasty ass people. I mean, it's a nasty. I mean, it's so polluted. You can't go anywhere, even in the nice area. Nice. It's less trash is not so frequent. It's more scattered. Anyway, the masks. we're gonna destroy the we're gonna destroy the earth because we got we got white people like Trump that refuses to take care of his obligations and and that oath he took when he became president. You know, we in danger uh, um, because of this president. You know, people are actually dying in the United States from these natural disasters, and he's worried about what NBC. He need to worry about what his job is, or he need to get the fuck off. Just bug out. Go somewhere out of Washington. Get the hell out of the White House. You said it's like a prison. Get the fuck out.